Hey besties, and thank you so much for joining me in today's video. In today's video, as you guys can tell, it's just gonna be a sit down, get ready with me, and kind of just talk about everything new in my life since my move to Florida, and also just talking about my anxiety and kind of things I've been trying to do lately to improve it and everything like that. You guys know I also recently just did have a breakup, so I've been trying to heal as best as I can, and I thought we could just sit down, I could do my makeup, and we could just chat. And if you want to tell me about what's going on in your life, I would love to hear that as well. I'm gonna link all the makeup I'm using in the description down below. I'm not gonna talk about it too much just because then I will just be all over the place, you guys. This moisturizer is so freaking good. It's from It Cosmetics. I've just been so dry lately. I've also been breaking out like all over, like if you see right here near my chin, and then I did have a few breakouts in this area as well earlier this week. I did just start my period though, so that might be what's causing it, although I do want to say I haven't been eating the best either, which is another thing I'm trying to work on. But it's hard, even like also like trying to run again and like work out again. It's hard, especially when like I'm just going through a lot. I've been really sad and not feeling the best. I've been trying my best though, I will say, to wake up earlier opposed to later like I usually have been doing since I've been sad and just not feeling the most productive. But anyways, let me go ahead and get my foundation. It's hard for me sometimes to like focus on, you know, one thing, so I'm gonna try my best. It's hard too because I want to tell you the products I'm using because I typically do in other videos. But anyways, you know, I moved from Georgia to Florida and I do really like it here a lot. There's a lot more for me to do, I feel like, than there was in Georgia because... Sorry you guys, I was looking for my mirror, but I was saying there's a lot to do here because, you know, it is Florida, there's beaches, there's all of my family is basically here. So my mom, my mom's mom, my dad's mom, my grandpa, you know, all my family is basically here. My grandpa on both sides, and so it's just really interesting. I have been over at my grandma's a lot just because I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I've been super sad lately and they make me so happy. Being at home, just only at home every day, is really not great for me, especially because, again, you guys know I'm going through not even just a move. I mean, the move is one thing, but when you are with someone for a really long time, and you guys know, like, Kayla was like my best friend. It's not just like a relationship, you know, it was like a bond. She was my bestie, and so moving away from her, and then also like my other bestie that did live there, which I didn't even get to see her a lot anyways, but the fact that I was like next door was always like a nice feeling. Just because of that, like, I have been kind of sad, especially because I don't really know many people here, and you know, that can kind of make you start to feel isolated and not the best. But I do have family here, which is great, and that's honestly all I need. I almost thought about like downloading one of those dating apps just to try to find like female friends in the area. I am around Tampa, so if anyone like lives out here and you are looking for a buddy, I'm looking for buddies. But I do have a cruise coming up with my friends. One is actually in Vegas and I haven't seen her in forever because she's in the military, and then one is actually in Virginia, but she used to live in Georgia, then she lived in Florida, and then now, yeah, that's not until August, you guys, so yeah. Contouring up the face. But another thing I think is so crazy now that I'm single again is thinking about how like dependent I was in that relationship, you guys. When I went to pump my gas for the first time after like the breakup, I felt so weird, and it's the most simple, easy thing, pumping your own gas, but because she would always do it, you know, and I'd let her because I felt like, oh, you know, like it's just like such a cute thing. I would you know, never really do it, and so then doing something that, you know, the other person had always done, that you know how to do, but you're just not the one that does it, feels so odd. I don't know how to explain it to you. Like, it's the most simple thing. Also, like sleeping in the bed like by myself and stuff like that, Another thing is like driving. I have really bad anxiety driving anyways, but she would usually drive and I'd be the pillow princess just because she'd been driving longer than me. She was a little bit better at driving than me. So I just always let her. And again, it just felt kind of nice that she would do that. So now when I'm driving, I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Like it's nice to drive and play your music and like be by yourself too. But I do feel like it's just funny because yeah, I never ever drove, but I have such bad anxiety in general, you guys. I've had bad anxiety since I feel like I was probably, look at my broken nail. I always go like this a little bit, but maybe in middle school for sure is when I had really bad anxiety, and it kind of got worse from there, and I didn't speak about it a lot, so I feel like people that I grew up with probably wouldn't even believe me if I told them I had such bad anxiety, but my mom knew, kind of, sort of, and I obviously just didn't try to share it too much with other people. By the way, this glow bomb from Kylie Cosmetics is freaking stunning. It's my favorite shade they offer, and I just think it's so pretty and easy to work with. Very flattering. Anytime I wear it, I get compliments. Just letting you guys know that. Really off topic, but yeah, I had really bad anxiety. I would have such bad anxiety in high school to where like I didn't want to go to high school if there was gonna be pep rallies. Same thing in middle school and high school. Like if they did like the honor roll ceremony, I would not want to go. Like I would actually ask my mom if on those days I didn't have to go to school because I didn't want to like, I don't know, like be around people. I knew that like if I did go to the honor roll ceremonies, I knew that like I would be called up because I got really good grades in high school, and I didn't want people like looking at me. Like it was really that bad. And like when I, oh my gosh, when I say that out loud, I'm like, wow, I'm all choked up. Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know where that came from. Honestly, I probably should have had therapy when I was growing up too. That probably would have helped a lot. But yeah, I didn't want to go to ceremonies. I would skip school a lot, which I do not recommend. And looking back, that's probably why I did skip school so much, because even though I got super good grades, I didn't really want to be there. But I wish I would have done more. Like I didn't do sports. I only did like chorus, and even then, like chorus performances and stuff like that would freak me out. I didn't want to do them. Even standing up and singing like in front of like the class, oh my goodness, and just stuff like that was really hard for me. I'm not sure like why. Again, I probably like I just had really bad anxiety, and I do have bad anxiety now, even when it comes to like not so much social gatherings or anything like that. I got over that actually in high school. On my like senior year, I feel like that's when I really didn't care about all that anymore. And it did get better. I think over time I just told myself like literally nobody cares about you, and that's what I said. So if you do struggle and you are watching this and you're in high school or middle school or something like that, and sometimes you don't even want to go to school because you are self-conscious or whatever the case may be, no one cares. And if they do care and if they are bullying you or something like that, you know, definitely don't let them stop you from wanting to go to school, getting your education, from showing up, be safe and aware of your surroundings. But I do think you shouldn't let fear run you, which I think I did a lot in so many different situations even now, and I'm really trying to work on that and just get out of my comfort zone more as a person. That's something I do need to work on. Also, just stressing like stupid things I'm trying to work on as well. So yeah, wow, I'm sorry, I'm still getting over the fact that I got so emotional over that. I thought I was like completely over it. I don't know. I think the reason when I'm thinking about it that I am getting emotional is because, you know, you can never really get those years back. Like, oh my gosh, such a big one. I didn't even walk when I graduated high school. I was too nervous. Like, who wants to say that? Like when their kids ask them to see their photos of graduation, like, mommy was too nervous. I'm never telling them that. Well, maybe I will tell them that so that way they'll know if they are nervous and having anxiety that they definitely should, because I regret that, you know? And I didn't even get to walk like for my mom because I was too nervous, and she let me, you know what I mean? So I just think for those reasons, like, just because you never get that back, and you just should, like, who cares about other people? And like, not even other people, we're our harshest critics, so maybe I was just really self-conscious. I have no idea. But yeah, you guys, it's just so sad, and I don't want anyone to ever feel like that, so I wanted to share that. This video is taking a different direction than I thought it would, but I'm all for it. I think that being vulnerable is super important, and even though I do regret it, I still am really happy with how things turned out for me. I don't know if you guys know or not, but I did graduate high school early, which got me into, well, first I worked a job with my mom and I was in sales, and then that job actually, like, they shut down, and I did get to I actually moved away with my girlfriend at the time back then, and after I got out of that really toxic relationship, this is not my recent ex or ex from back then, after I got out of that relationship, that's when I started doing TikTok and I started posting makeup videos, and that's when I started doing really well on the Storytime account, which honestly changed my life in a lot of ways. So I'm really happy the way, like, things happened, but I do just want to say again, I'm just going to say it one more time, if you are someone that has really bad anxiety, I would recommend you talk to somebody. Like, I never had a therapist in middle school or high school, but looking back, I wish that I did. Now I want to get one really bad, and I think it does help, and I think I should have talked to my mom more about how I was feeling and just the people around me, and I think I just thought I was so different, and no one feels that way, and I was just weird. But I realistically think a lot of people might have had that same experience, been so scared to stand up in class, been so scared to even walk for graduation. I can't, like, if you went to school with me and you watch this video, I'm not embarrassed, but I just feel like, dang, like, people around me, I kind of just said, oh, I don't care, you know, I'm graduating early, like, so why would I walk? But honestly, I just had such bad anxiety and I was too nervous to, which is okay to admit now. But yeah, you guys, that's all. But anyways, Florida's great. I am healing the best I can heal from my relationship. We are still super amicable. Like, if I'm going through something, I'm super sad, I can literally call her and express that, and it's not, you know, malicious or anything like that. We don't, you know, wish each other any ill will or anything like that, which I do love. This is the first time in a relationship that it's been that way. It's not like a nasty breakup or anything like that, and we still really do care. Well, I'll speak for myself, but I know that she's told me this. We do still really care about each other as far as wanting to make sure that each other is okay, healthy, and happy. So another thing I want to talk about is one of my recent posts, like one of my recent shorts, where I said that I like the videos more talking about like the Team Selena, Team Haley thing. I like it more when I see people posting positive things about Selena instead of seeing negativity about Haley. And the reason I feel this way is honestly because everybody is a human. Everybody makes mistakes. And I just think that piling on top of one person, regardless, I just don't agree with that. I think it's not a great way to be. Obviously, I know that Haley and I guess Kylie, I don't keep up with everything, but I know that they talked badly about Selena. And, you know, obviously Selena fans are not happy with that, which I'm not very happy with it either. I don't like anything like that, any of that behavior. But I just feel like sitting there talking about sitting there talking about Hailey Bieber's appearance or Kylie's appearance and saying that, you know, they're, you know, ugly basically compared to her and they could just never, just mean things I've seen said about Hailey, literally that she looks like an ear, like just kind of bullying, you know. And I understand that what she said about Selena was messed up. I do understand that 100%, and I think she should take that accountability. Like, y'all are literally what, are they in their 30s or are they like late 20s? I have no idea. I don't know. I just know they're a little bit older, like they're not in high school anymore, you know what I mean? So it's definitely giving high school behavior, which is just annoying and shitty if we're being honest. But at the same time, I just feel like when you're piling onto the same person over and over and over again and just saying hateful things, regardless of what they did, I feel like at a point like that, you kind of become a bully too. And that's just not great. That's not how I want to live my life. And I just don't understand why people have to be like that. You know, look at how Selena's handling the whole thing. She's not sitting here talking badly about Haley or Kylie. She's making her money. I saw Selena Gomez, her website, her Rare Beauty, is actually completely sold out almost, because, and that's kind of what I meant by my post, is that's the energy I want to see. Let's put money in this woman's pockets. These comments are out of pocket and the mean ones are just so mean, and I just think people hate themselves. They're so miserable in whatever situations they're in. So when they see a time and place to engage in hate, they just do it then and there over their screens, of course. And I just think it's so tiring to see. And I'm sure it's tiring to act in that manner as well. Also, you guys, update, my mom is actually getting married. She is engaged. I got so upset because she told Facebook before she told me, and we've been living together. Like, so I just thought that was wild. I was actually in Georgia at the time when she did get engaged, but she didn't even call me and tell me. She told Facebook first, and then she waited a day, I guess, and she calls me and she's like, hey, I have something to tell you. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? She's like, oh, you didn't see Facebook? And I'm like, no. She tells me she's engaged. So then I tell one of my friends that lives in Georgia, and she's like, oh yeah, I know. What? So my friend knows first because she told Facebook first. And I mean, that might seem petty that I was like, what? But I was like, wow, but I'm happy for her. I just, you know, thought I was more important than Facebook, Mom, if you're watching this. Yeah, I'm not really feeling how the brows turned out today, but we're just gonna leave them as is. I'm gonna go in with the Milani Color Fetish lipstick in the shade Peony, which is so beautiful. So pretty. But yeah, you guys, some days are definitely better than others in terms of how I'm healing from the breakup. 2 nights ago, I literally went to sleep crying my eyes out, and last night I went to sleep like a baby and I wasn't even thinking about it because I was busy. So it just depends. I think in general, if you are also going through a breakup just like me, talking to your friends, going out if you can is the best possible thing to do. I didn't even put on concealer. See, that's what happens when I do these videos, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just set anyways. We don't even need concealer today. It's fine. But yeah, I think the best possible solution to a breakup is to try to keep yourself busy. Try not looking at their accounts in the comments too much. Sometimes we do it and we can't help it, but I've really been trying not to. But if you do every once in a while, it's okay. You'll do it less and less and less until you don't do it at all. In my case, I kind of do still want to do it because I do still care about her in the sense that I hope that she's doing the best possible. So sometimes I do like to look for that reason, but then the comment section is just girls. So then that's where I'm like, yeah, it's not going to be great if I keep looking at this, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do a little liner. Yeah, you have to do whatever's gonna be the best for you and the healthiest. But I think I'm all done with my makeup. I think it came out pretty good other than the brows. They look a little, you know, questionable. I had the urge to, I guess, get in front of you guys today and talk about everything, and thank gosh I did, because there's things I didn't even think bother me anymore that obviously maybe do a little bit. I literally cried. I don't know if I'm gonna put that in the video or not. Maybe I will, just so that you guys can see, you know, it's okay if you're going through these things, and if you have a lot going on, it'll get better, and I feel like you guys will end up seeing my progression. So I love you guys. I hope everyone has a great day. And if you're going through literally anything, please talk to somebody. You could talk to me if you want to, and we can kind of just share our experiences. And yeah, if you have anything you want to get off of your chest, as always, leave it down below or hit me in the TikTok DMs, the Instagram DMs, anywhere possible, and I'm here to talk. And if you are in the Tampa area and looking for friends, I would love to have you as one. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one, besties. Bye!